Hi, this is Wilna Furstenberg, and today is actually Tuesday, but I'm recording the voiceover for this video that I'll be posting later today, just because tomorrow I'm out of town for the day. So the past 4 weeks, today and the last 3 weeks, I've been working with these cut files that you can buy in a bundle on iHeartStudio, and I must say I enjoyed working with them thoroughly. I use them on my art journals. I'm using them on the layouts, and I think it's something that I'll be just using a lot of. You can use them on cards or anything, and thank you for everyone that bought them. So yes, they're available on iheartstudio.ca, and this is the last week that I'm going to be playing with them. So I don't know what's going to happen for the next 4 weeks because I'm leaving to go to Italy for 2 weeks, and right now there's just 100 things happening, so I might only resume the Wednesdays with Wilna in June, but I'll see. Okay, so for today's page is actually very simple. The last few weeks I've been working with creating interesting backgrounds, and I'm using this green paper by My Mind's Eye on Trend collection. And I'm going to be drawing with some pastels on it, just to enhance the color a little bit. You can see there, it's just dry pastels, like chalky pastels. And today we recorded a recording for Paper Clipping Roundtable with Izzy and Noel, and we talked about our favorite products, or what would we like to see the industry make, and one of the things that I said on there, and I think you should listen to it, I think it's a very interesting conversation. I talked a lot, like as usual, I mean, what's new? But one thing that I said there was I miss the lime green, the periwinkle blues, the cerulean blue, just those vivid colors in background papers. I would absolutely love that. So listen to it. It will be on the roundtable, paper clipping roundtable. Sorry, that's it. Paper clipping roundtable website. Just Google it, you'll find it, or I'll post a link in the description part of this video as soon as it's up. And now I'm opening a bunch of these Polaroid frames by I don't know, I think this is Simple Stories, the I Am collection, and I'm going to be using them as a background. So basically what I did was, you can see I colored with pastels, and now I'm going to adhere these frames, and then I'm basically just going to add my photograph and the embellishments on top of it. So this is basically going to be my background. I'm using Mod Podge. This is just a golden version of it. And you can see I'm just painting lightly on the frames. Don't paint too hard on the paper because your chalky background will move. And actually, I think now I'm opening the real Mod Podge. This is really such an awesome product. I think I was joking on the round table discussion that I want to start my own mixed media range, and I'll just put Mod Podge in a pot and just call them Wilna's favorite medium or something because I just love this stuff. I mean, it's the original thing, and it works amazingly every single time. So yeah, I'm just adding the frames, and once it's dry, we're going to be just using it as the background, basically, and we're going to add our photographs and our cut files on top of it. Also, the reason why I like adding a little bit of Mod Podge is just to protect, or to seal in, as if you want to call it that, the pastels. So what you don't see is how lightly the brush is touching the paper, really super lightly, You know, it's just a very light touch, like a fairy. And then I know for a fact that my background chalkiness will stay on it for all eternity. So there you go. The one thing about a Mod Podge is also it doesn't buckle the page too much. So that's kind of fun. Right, and now you can see that's dry, and I'm just going to see what do I want to add to my page to finish it as a layout. Just removing that little strip. And now I'm going to frame the frame. And you know what? This photograph of my three girls is probably the photograph, my most favorite photograph I've ever taken, ever. And up until this point, I haven't really scrapbooked it properly. I've used it on a Studio Calico class, the color theory, but I don't feel like I've made enough scrapbook pages with it. So my philosophy often is to use the same photograph over and over again, because there's 3 of them. So literally I can do 3 layouts with this photograph, and each girl will get a layout with the photograph. And again, you just try a lot of things. You see what works, what doesn't work, what do you want to add, what do you want to subtract. And I think also the fact that it's black and white makes it simple. So you can go as colorful as you want to. You can understand why I'm putting the 3 there. And just these little embellishments. And it's by American Crafts. I'm so sorry, I'm not entirely sure the embellishment pack that I'm using right now. What is the collection's name? And that's Simple Stories I Am. And it's always fun to just add a couple more embellishments here and there, just to finish off the page. Or not. Of course, a butterfly. I love butterflies. And one thing that I also said on this paper clipping round table, not to repeat myself entirely, was I just love clipboard embellishments. That's my favorite. And I think the layout is basically done. I just love that center, the way that it's centered with the embellishment cluster and the quietness of the green that's still remaining. Not the whole page is filled with stuff. So there's a lot of quiet, even though the focus point is super busy. I think it just works lovely. That's a Maggie Holmes background paper, and how pretty is that? So I'm just adding some glue, and now you can see how prettily it frames that layout. And that's how simple it is. Such a simple page. I actually feel guilty making these simple pages, but I think if you have the right embellishments and things, it makes it just easy. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching another video with me, and your comments are so appreciated as always. And there you can see I added my journaling, and it's all done. And hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday, but I'm not making promises at this stage. Let's just see how the week and the next 2 weeks will unfold for me. Okay, bye-bye.